Good evening, thanks for joining us. You can barely drive through an intersection without seeing one. It's election season in Prince George and signs are cropping up across the city. Today, some well-known local politicos joined the council race. A milestone for Lakeland Mills. This afternoon, the first logging truck pulled into the new yard. The logs will be used to test equipment in the new sawmill, which is on schedule to reopen at the end of November. Lakeland Mill was destroyed by an explosion and fire on April 23, 2012. We now know who died in a tragic incident on Nicholson Street. The BC Coroner's Service has released the victims' names: 50-year-old Patricia McClellan Sims and 49-year-old David Sikorsky died while crossing Nicholson just before 7 a.m. last Thursday. Celebrating Prince George's history with the man himself. Mr. PG has waved at residents and visitors alike since 1960. Today, Prince George Heritage Commission unveiled a new sign next to the city's mascot. At first, Mr. PG was downtown. It was meant to be a symbol of the city's forestry heritage. Since then, Mr. PG has taken part in the 1963 Grey Cup celebrations, had his own stamp from Canada Post and even his own Facebook page. The signage is part of the city's centennial celebrations, even though he's not that old.
He's almost a senior. You know, what is that? It's over 55 now.
It's a staggering statistic. 1 in 9 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer. It's still the most common cancer among Canadian women. This Sunday, dozens of communities across the country will run for the cure. Prince George is one of them. Such a fun event, and great news, it looks like the forecast is calling for sunshine on Sunday. The vision is to turn this back alley into an art walk, because compared with a plain wall, murals are much less likely to be covered over in more graffiti. For downtown Prince George, it's a matter of getting enough funding to make it happen. From salmon to tiny organisms like plankton, the whole food chain could be impacted by the debris that's spreading into the Quesnel River, which feeds into the Fraser. Researchers say more financial and human resources are needed to fully understand how this spill will impact the environment. Well, he had some pretty quick thinking, seeing those celebrities behind him. Cool. So, Rich, have you ever taken a selfie?
I can honestly say I've never in my life taken a selfie.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I just happen to have a cell phone here. So why don't we take CKPG's first ever live on-air selfie?
Done, let's do it.
Okay, let's try this. Okay, let's smile. Okay. All right, it's done.
We'll have to tweet that later.
So, first time for everything, Rich.
Yeah.
Excellent. So we're going to post this on Facebook and Twitter after the show. So take a look and see how my photography skills are. Rookie Camille MacDonald streaks in, puts it on net, and it finds its way in for his first career WHL goal. Always remember that one, I'm sure. Again, Watala makes a nifty move in the slot and slides it in, as the top line for the Cats was dominant in this one, 5-1 game. The Canes get one back as Cord Pankowitz gets a hold of this one-timer from the high slot to give them some life. But with the Canes goalie pulled, the Cougars seal it as newcomer Cal Babbage finds the empty net in his second game for Prince George. The line of Harkins, Erickson, and Watala combined for 10 points as the Cats win this one 6-2.
I guess you weren't able to see the lunar eclipse after all.
No, I actually slept through that, Aileen. No, but I do have a beautiful view up from the heart. This is Ferguson Lake. The view out there today, gorgeous, gorgeous. And look at that still water. So beautiful. I'll have to get up there this fall. And big thanks to Chuck Chin for snapping these great photos. And if you have any great pictures of the great outdoors, please do send those in to us. ckpgnews@ckpg.com. Down to 7 degrees tonight in Prince George. Tomorrow, ouch. Batten down the hatches, everybody. Rain heavy at times. We could see thunder and lightning as well. Should lighten up on Saturday. Sunday is looking like our best bet for clear skies, but Turkey Day is looking pretty soggy. Back to you, Aileen. Right now, the jet stream is still coming quite far to the south of us, and that leads us open to a frontal system. That means wind and rainfall warnings right up and down the BC coast. And it was a hazy day in Calgary, high of 11 there today, but nice and sunny through the rest of the prairies and some quite mild temperatures, especially in Winnipeg, where they saw a high of 16 degrees today. Now in eastern Canada, that's where things take a turn for the worse.